Alright, let's do this, or at least let's try to do it. I read that Detlef is the hardest enemy in that entire game, so honestly I'm not too optimistic. I had problems in that DOC before because I don't think I'm strong enough. Like, I should have gotten like a stronger armor and stuff, but well, here we are. I'm in a bestiary and like I can see that he's vulnerable to Quen, bad black blood, which I already applied, and obviously the vampire oil, but still I'm too freaked out. Like, I don't know, if it's too hard, I'll change the difficulty level to normal, because I'm still playing on Blood and Broken Bones. I haven't given up on that, but I might now. Yeah, let's give it a go. I don't know. It's kind of early right now, so hopefully I'm, you know, well rested. Shit. Oh. He ran away. Oh, okay, there he is. Oh, wait, what? Did he kill him? Well, wait. Wait, no. What? 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 Wait, he defeated Regis just like that, so how am I going to defeat him? How? I will never win that fight. Okay. Ah! Stop it! Okay, no. Wait, what? What? Did I do something? No. What the actual fuck? What?
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
What? What? What is that? What the hell happened? These bats, they killed me like just like that when one hit. Yeah, I'll never beat that. Yeah, I guess we won't finish the game. I actually read some people said that they gave up on that fight. But like, I'm recording, so that would be such a shame. I don't know if we'll finish that, guys. It just seems very hard, like one hit. That resembles what's the name? Death March level, when you often die because of one hit. Wait, that's not fair. Wait, what do we have to defeat? What? Are you kidding me? Wait, that's not fair. I'm gonna skip that.
Damn you. I want to just you tricked me.
Wait. Oh my god. I didn't apply all that stuff. That's not fair. Oh shit. Yeah, anyway. This will take forever. I'm not even sure I have the time right now for this. Okay, so that first part is quite easy, but here's where the problem starts, and you can't skip that. Imagine the amount of times I'm gonna have to look at this. What the hell is that? Now! Okay. Screw that. I think I'm gonna have to do this some other time because this is taking forever. I don't have that much time right now. Yeah, okay, so you know what they say, new day, new me. We're gonna try again. I don't know, I changed some things around. Hopefully it should be better this time. I was reading comments under a YouTube video with that fight, and people kept saying that it was the most difficult fight they ever encountered in Witcher games. So that's freaking me out a bit. I hope I don't actually change the difficulty level. I treat that as a last resort. Anyway, well, let's try again. I'm gonna skip that. Okay, I'm gonna okay, this is the easiest part.
Didn't plan any of it.
That's the easiest part. Although I haven't really hit him yet at all. Oh shit. Okay, now. I'm gonna dodge a lot or something. Who are you fighting over there? Whoop. Okay, that's not giving. Nah. Okay. But that's easy. That's nothing. Now this motherfucker. And you cannot skip that. That's tragic. I'm gonna have to look at that. Okay, now. Okay. Shit, I forgot about Gwen. Okay, now's the time. Shit. Oh no! Oh no, if I don't do Gwen, yeah. I didn't manage to Gwen myself. I'm gonna have to start again. Okay. Wait, but that's not fair because I took the bad blood potion, so technically he should be poisoned. This is probably the most difficult fight I ever encountered. What? Ew. Okay.
Prepare to die.
This is very confusing because I see him, but it feels like he's talking to me from a different angle. Wait, he's not... What? He's not taking any damage. There's more of them. Oh, I see. Jesus Christ. Wait, I have to defeat these. Jesus Christ. No. You know, I'm kinda annoyed I ever sympathized with him. What, are you kidding me? I'm kinda annoyed I ever sympathized with him. Well, I'm sorry, Regis. It is what it is.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
Oh, I actually changed the difficulty level to normal, so I'm kind of disappointed with myself. What? Well, I'm sorry, Regis. I didn't want you to go through with this, but it is what it is. God, this was such a difficult fight. I hated it. Oh, I wonder if it's possible to loot Detlav's body.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Not about to debate taste, just wearing something different. But like, we've been wearing so many elegant robes by now, it's fine. Not about to debate taste.
Rather not bicker about taste. Don't like to. It's neither interesting nor productive.
This particular Witcher has an inborn intolerance for formal occasions. Yet he's to attend just such an event shortly. I expect that's the source of his prickliness. So try not to take things personally, Master Tailor. Rather pity him. For in truth, stage fright overwhelms him. He trembles at the thought that he has no notion how to behave in the presence of Her Grace's Majesty.
As well he should. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
He reminds me, can sense that philosophical mood coming on.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience.
Count on it.
Ooh, are we like running away together? It reminds me.
Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Siana planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Siana's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlav. Perhaps we missed something.
You're right, need to talk about the bootleg, let's go. Not bad as ideas goes, let's meet there, no point investigating any further. How do you know the bootleg delivered the letters?
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
The letters, what's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Detlef the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
Yeah, let's meet there.
Could be worth checking with the bootblack again. Meet you by a stand.
Fine. I shall await you there. Shoot the breeze with the charming lad to pass the time.
The bootblack? In the lower city? Intend to soil my masterpiece in the city's gutters?
Promise to be careful.
Yeah, let me go there, because I really need to go and see the, fix my stuff, get a new sword and stuff. I really need to do that. Let's follow that quest. Oh yeah, talk to the bootleg, that's fine. And let's go. Yeah, while we're at it, I know that we're about to...
Snow White, you with the exquisite hair.
Oh yeah, no, that's some sort of a side quest. I know that we're about to finish Blood and Wine, but I'll be playing the side quest, the OC side quest, so we're not nearly done with the game. Let's go and see if we can like fix our stuff or get new swords.
I agree completely, young man. Lois is clearly more adhesive than Loam.
Isn't that the truth? I noticed it myself. But clay? Now that's a real pickle to clean off.
Talk to the bootleg.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
Doesn't seem to agree. How's business?
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
The letters. Remember them.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us before?
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Who were they?
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Where'd the beggars get the letters from? Remember what they looked like?
Remember what they looked like?
Of course. I've a mind like a steel trap, as I said. They were ragged, unshaved. Their clothes were tattered. As to their boots, well, I mentioned that already.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that bootshine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth.
I don't even know why we're doing this.
There's no need to raise
Wait, but we don't have... what if we have to fight them? I don't have my armor on. Oh.
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
What's the harm in them living here?
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Meaning you?
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Oh.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
You know what?
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Wow, thanks. Higher vampire just helped me by leaving. Awesome. Can I change my... Well, that's easy then. But we had a higher vampire and he just walked away.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere, were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
What is this place?
What is this place?
I really don't know.
Poorhouse?
You could call it that. They come here to rest and eat a hot meal.
You help them, why?
Because they need help.
Need some information.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black? A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
All the beggars will be here.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Thanks.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
Could have paid the guy. He looks kind of poor. The hell is that? A few hours later. I'm kind of confused as to what we're doing here, but
My
fine.
dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the boot black. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the bootblack. Freshie, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
Give me that letter. Letter's meaningless now. I don't know. It's meaningless now?
I need the letter. It's very important. It's no use to you anymore.
But I was to deliver it personally.
Wow.
Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy.
He's making money that way. Oh. Letter revealing the 5th victim. Who do you think that is? Damien. I don't know.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
What? Who is it?
Well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Oh my.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Shit.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Last victim of the Duchess. Complete the puzzle for you.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter ceased to be a tantalizing brain teaser and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Last victim, the Duchess.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Wow.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
They're all shitty.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Damn.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
Love to learn her motives. Think it's a good idea.
Think it's a good idea? After all, we foiled her carefully planned scheme. Think she'll even want to?
Talk to you? Would it harm you in any way to try? Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her.
Coming with me, Duff. Coming with?
Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Detloff and his minions rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Detloff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
Talk to Siana. Well, okay, we're gonna talk to her. So many beggars in here. Where the hell am I? I think in Witcher 1 it was actually possible to tip beggars. I thought they locked her up. But doesn't seem like she's locked in here.
Halt!
Need to see Siana, urgently.
In the matter of?
She's suspected of planning her death. Want to talk to her, plain and simple.
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders,
Oh yeah.
no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
Follow the god. Very kind of him. So she is locked up after all.
The witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
They're all kind of
Have
shady.
you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders.
Yeah.
It's a shame they took it from
I
me.
know who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Deadloff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Siana, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because of the Black Sun. What? Because you envy her? Because she turned back on you. Yeah, forgot about you.
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
That's understandable.
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated.
Wow.
Well,
Such a nice shot.
what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin,
We
though.
need coin.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Oh, so honest. Honesty finally. Ever thought to think I've heard enough. Ever thought to forgive her. Ever thought to forgive her.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
I think we'll piss her off. We have big hands.
Why should I?
For old time's sake, you loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure, but there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good, sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me.
I thought she was a child, might ask her that. But I thought she was going to hit me. She was a child.
Siana, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
That's so sad.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you?
Yeah.
Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Siana.
Wait, is that a good outcome, or...? I actually feel sad for her, okay? I know that what she did was shitty, but I think they're all kind of shady.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Yeah.
Let's go. Want to see him too.
Ah, Damien. My second best friend in that DLC.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Oh, damn. We can start fifth victim. Don't look too good.
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel it anymore.
Fifth victim, no, it was supposed to be.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Siana's fifth victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor.
Calm down. He's so
I must
quiet.
alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness.
Oh.
Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
Wait, so that's it? We're going to get a medal, or... Trying to be poetic, eh?
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair. Step forward.
Okay, I thought he was attacking me. Damien, you're so aggressive. You know what? I somehow...
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire.
Trophy earned, last action
May
hero.
this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Can't wait. Truly honored. Gardner. Bad news. Siana was out to kill you. You know what? I shouldn't. Yeah, it's truly honored.
Feels like a second distinction. I'm honored. Thank you.
I trust you shall make good use of it.
Why do I feel guilty I slept with a sister?
In a moment I shall speak to Siana. Will you assist me?
Oh shit.
You returned my sister to me, yet you also showed me her horrendous deeds.
Oh, you have no idea.
As head of state, I must judge her fairly. But she is my sister. Thus my heart bleeds for her.
If my presence will help in any manner, Of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Wow, this will be a court. Now that's my piece of cake, actually. Oh, I'm so excited. Shit, this is tough. I hope we can make this work somehow. We're not impartial, though, considering the fact we slept with
The Witcher
one.
will take part in our talk.
Duchess asked me to stay free to do as I choose.
I'm not a prisoner. Free to do as I choose.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister. And my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me. As one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Oh no. Siana's crimes were horrible, but she had cause to feel pain. Siana's clearly guilty. That's all that matters. Oh, come on, I'd never say that. Siana's crimes were, but she had cause to feel pain.
Bitterness consumes Siana. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Siana?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, damn it. My darling little sister.
Ooh.
Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
You were children, then both claimed to understand all those you detested had killed.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Henrietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children, both.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace. Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you.
Oh.
I'm sorry, dear sister.
Oh no!
Can you forgive me?
We said the wrong words to her. Oh no. Shit. What if she has a dagger? Oh no, what if she kills her? God. I thought she would kill her. I thought she would take out a knife and like stab her. Jesus Christ. Music was a bit too intense for such a lovely moment. Wow, so they actually reunited. That's so sweet. I guess my mind's a bit too dark. I really thought that she would kill her. Wait, so what's going to happen now? Because she did plan to murder all these people and... Wow, level 50.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony, it was short.
Wow, it's so lovely.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips.
What am I wearing?
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Roots? Right now in the dark?
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt. Even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
I mean, yeah, sure.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Optional, put on a mask, collect mandrake root.
Makes me.
I don't know what it makes him. Let's wear the thing. Gloves, mask.
Oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... Oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
That entire DLC, like, is circling around me and Regis so much. I loved it actually. But what are we even doing? Picked mandrake root. We need another one. Okay. Return to him. Do I have to wear that mask now? Hope I can take it off, because like...
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Use the witch's senses to find...
Regis!
Huh. What is he doing? You know, I keep asking myself a question.
Damn it, where'd you go?
Keep asking myself a question. Will we...
Regis!
What the hell? That's a Bruxa! Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Why are we fighting a Bruxa? Vampire oil?
I did what I had
fighting her or not?
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
Oh.
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind.
Oh no.
That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most likely.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
That's shitty. But we have like a whole villa. He could use the guest room.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning. Then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Aww.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Yes, think I'll settle down there for good. No, I was made to kill monsters. Don't know yet. Have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take... I think I'll settle down.
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow.
Oh.
But one day I'll want to see what it's like. To just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like Dandelion? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
God, that's from the books.
That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though.
Where will you go?
What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view.
That's it.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
He looked at me. He actually looked at me. Are you kidding me? Wait, but I'm actually so disappointed right now because I thought that we would see Yennefer. What on earth? Oh my god, but you know what hit me? It wasn't just the end of the games, it was also the end of the books. And so it hit me even harder because obviously the books are done. And this was like a continuity of the books, a continuation of it. So this was actually a goodbye from Geralt, like an actual goodbye. Like, obviously I will continue playing because there's plenty of side quests that I want to play. And we'll be playing side quests, mostly DLC side quests. Some side quests I promised I would play on Patreon about the dragon on Skellige. Skip.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Go home. Okay. So there's still a chance. There's still a chance that, like, Yennefer will be there. I don't know, it would be so disappointing to not meet Yennefer ever again. It would be really disappointing because their whole story, a very complicated story that started off in the books and is finishing nicely here in the game, that would be such a waste not to properly finish that, you know? I really hope we see her again. But then again, yeah, they're just sort of often... Oh no. Oh, these are just people, huh? Seriously, I thought this was a drowner. Let's find a fast travel sign and get out of here. Go home. Go home. Okay, please tell me Yennefer's waiting. God, I hope she's here.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Oh gosh. Wait, what is all that?
Unexpected as ever.
Oh, look at that!
And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Oh.
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt.
Oh,
madly.
So sweet.
Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky, like some shitty 2-crown romance.
We have a home now that we can offer, and she brought her luggage, which means she's staying. This is too lovely. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. We made it, found our happy ending.
Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten? It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
Oh. Toussaint.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, Wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
Might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks. At regular intervals.
Bring you whatever you want.
Aww. Having a house feels strange.
You know, feels kinda strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard, good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Siri.
Namely?
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
Oh yeah, the unicorn. Fine, you can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
I actually saw a real unicorns, you know. Brought a lot of books.
Brought quite a few books. Let me guess, working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The name of the orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Oh. She's so emotionally available. Okay, we said it all. Oh, God, I want to continue talking, but fine.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, she'll be here. So they fixed the damn ending. Look, she's just... Okay, I'm going to give her some... talk. Oh, she's reading.
Can we talk?
Always. With pleasure.
Will this be that... yeah, quite generic. Okay, let's talk later.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Yay! Okay, what about Siri, though? Oh, she's just standing now. Well, she's just gonna stand here? Well, I'm gonna go home. Maybe somehow Siri appeared? No, that's not possible. Okay, I'm gonna talk to that guy. Maybe he knows something.
How might I be of service, sir?
This place... Okay, no, nothing.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
I'm not following a single quest. And like... What is that? Whose is this? Wait, we're not following a single quest. We don't have any more main quests left. Wow, we're actually done now. With everything, with that entire game. Right, so she's just gonna stay here. That's amazing that it is always possible to go back to her. Oh wow, we are actually done with the main game, with Hearts of Stone and with Blood and Wine. I want to thank you all so much for following me. All of you who were watching, all of you who were commenting, I appreciate it so much. You were amazing. Really great Witcher fans, and it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Please don't leave. We'll be continuing Witcher side quests, mostly the DLC ones. These are the ones that I want to record. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll record Witcher 2 on my channel. for now, I think I'll be definitely recording Mass Effect when it's out in 2 months, the Legendary Edition. Actually, it's less than 2 months. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys soon. Please remember to follow me on social media for updates, mostly Twitter. You can join Discord too. Stay safe. This was Ola from Stop Me O channel. Bye.
We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.